Good night, everyone. Good night, everyone. Good night, everyone. Good night. Good night, good night, good night. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to everyone this evening that is tuning in on the live. Yes, big welcome. Yeah, big welcome to you. This. Welcome to the live. Welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let God Doctor Joe, welcome. Joe, welcome. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you. My day was good. My day was full of work. Was full of activity. Okay. So welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How was your day? Oh, you are giving me a shout out. Thank you for giving me a shout out. Thank you very much. Hmm. Thank you very much. For those that are out of my time zone, welcome to you. Morning, evening, afternoon, and Saturday into a next day. Welcome, welcome to you. When you saw this live, yes. And you will be watching this live. So welcome because we are not sharing the same time frame. You know? Okay. Tonight I am a bit late, so we can't waste many times. We are just going to go straight into the live. Hmm. We're going to go straight into the live. As I promised, I will okay, just sharing some quotes with you as I promised to do. If you are nice, if you were nice, sorry, let me go back to this one. If you wore nice clothes, people think you are showing off. These are just my quotes before we actually started. People think you are showing off. If you wear simple clothing, they say you are poor. If you wear simple clothing, they think you are poor. If you speak your mind, they say you're rude. Okay. So, yes, if you wear nice clothing, they think you are showing off. Oh, what would my message be to the world? Just wait, just let me give you these quotes. People think you are showing off. If you wear simple clothing, ah, he's poor. Oh my God, he's a poor man. He can't even afford a good pair of clothes or a good pair of jeans, I should say. If you speak your mind, let's say you're rude. Oh my God, he's so rude. If you stay quiet, you are a coward. You know that sometimes you don't really, you just let people go saying and doing what they're saying. But if you stay quiet and say, he's a coward. If you're successful, then you are arrogant. And if you are struggling, you are lazy. And if you, sorry, if then you are, let's say you are lazy, if in life, people always have something to say. You cannot please anyone which you are not trying to please the world. Please yourself. Because don't matter what you do, they have something to say. If you wore nice clothes, oh, he's showing off. Ooh, He thought he alone could wear nice clothes. If you wore an ordinary clothes, oh, you're poor. My goodness, look at him. He's so poor, can't even buy some nice clothing to put on. Mm. Speak your mind. They say you're rude. You are out of place. And they said so many things. And if you are struggling, if you are successful, they say you're arrogant. Ooh, my God, he's just flaunting it around you. If you're struggling to make it in life, I said you are lazy. Now the people who are talking has never called you and asked you any questions. They never try to find out what is your problem, but they said you are. It's because I'm lazy. Him don't want to work. Yeah, him don't want to work. It's because I'm lazy. Mm. Don't matter what you do in life. People will always have something to say. Ignore people and their opinion as long as your creator is pleased with you. These are my icebreakers. You don't care what they want to say. As long as you please yourself and God is pleased with you. Because don't matter what you do or say, people always have negative feeling to fed you with. And if you listen to all the voices around you, then you are okay gone. Because you're listening to this one and you're listening to that one and you're trying to please this group and you're trying to please that group. It's like you're in a group of your own age group. Sometimes it is mixed with older, younger, and in between. And if you is the sparks in the group, and people will come and ask, what you think about someone in the group is going to say, you know everything. You talk too much. Sometimes they are the one ask your opinion. And you're giving them your opinion. And they have something to say. If you decided not to say anything, they say, what happened to you? Oh, you're not talking. When you talk, they shut you down. So guess what? Please yourself. Please yourself. When you please yourself, you will be okay. A story was told. This man and his son went to purchase a donkey. And while they were coming, he put his small son on the donkey while he is walking. And some person said, oh my God, why you so while you are walking, why you don't go on the donkey too? So of course he hopped up on the donkey's back and the both of them on the donkey. Another set of people said, my God, what a wicked set of people. Two of them on the one donkey. He get off the son and the son, oh my God, you on the donkey and let the little boy walk in? There was nothing they did appease the people who they met on the way. So the father decided to tie the donkey 4 feet and lift and carry the donkey. And they still have something to say. What a foolish man. Before him ride the donkey, he lift up the donkey. The moral of the story is just like what I just said here. People is always going to say something, and something in a negative way. Make you feel like you're not doing anything, or what you are doing is not amounted to anything. So that's the moral of the story. If you please yourself, you will please yourself. The world, if they can't beat you, they will join you. So they will leave you alone at a point. But if you look at all the negative that they have to issue out, you will be skipping from ear to there to ear to there and still cannot be settled. Because what? You don't know what you yourself needed. So you are following the crowd. You are following the noise. You're following the lot of talk. And then you are feeling the blunt of everything. Please yourself, be good to yourself, and let the people talk. The other song says, let them talk, let them talk, let them criticize my name. So, let them talk. They will always talk. If you say good, they talk. If you say bad, they talk. If you keep your mouth closed, they talk. Please the creator of your life and please yourself, and you will be okay. Okay, that's one of my quote for tonight. Happy birthday to those that are celebrating their birthday. Um, the month of May is swiftly going by. It's now 23rd, going into the 24th of May. And so no longer we won't have May. Places exchange and Miss June will come in. Okay? So while Miss May is walking out, Miss June is preparing to come in. What a thing. What a thing. Things are so moving quickly, swiftly along the way. All right. So happy birthday. Enjoy your birthday. Enjoy yourself. And what your heart tells you to do, as long as it is right in your sight and in the sight of the Almighty, and jump along and get it going. Said I? Hi. I. All right. Tonight, my little talk is I lost it in the book. I lost it in the book. In the book. Okay, it said ignore people. My little talk tonight is, and I won't be long. I am going to cut this in two pieces and bring the rest of it on another night. So you got 100 more subscriber. I shout you out. You got 214 viewers. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for the shout out. Thank you very much. Okay. Lies that appear true. And every person in on the face of this earth do come in contact with this. It do happen. They heard it. Okay. Okay, okay. Lies that appear true. And let me tell you something. I see the reason why it took the person who studied law, it took them so long to complete and never complete until they are really in the seat to sit and to handle a case. Often, lies that appear true, often called illusion of truth. The illusion of truth or the plattering can be descriptive because it utilizes truthful element to, to create false impression. This can occur through repetition, making false impression over time. Add absolutely, a liar may counter metered to appear honest while accurately deceiving. Now, if most of the time you should listen to the people that are in the hierarchy, people that are in leadership, people that holds the power and positions, you will have to go back and say, but you did say so, and one of those people is politicians. Yeah, one of those people are politicians. Now, when your brain listen to things over time, it eventually appear to be truth. Because you hear it the first time and you question yourself and ask the question, something go like that? Or can that happen that way? You are flickering between the truth to find out if it is the true or it is false. And you heard it again. And you heard it again. And your brain process it and bring it out as if it is the truth. And don't ask. Things said always appear to be true when deep within nothing goes like that. Because you have the illusion, the illusory truth effect of repetition. When false information is repeated frequently, it became more believable. It is repeating the repetition of it until you say, well, then, if it wasn't true, John wouldn't say that. Take, for instance, a case in court. The person who did the act know that he did the act. But after doing the act, I will find a way to get myself out of it. So I am going to say all the lies that is possible thereof, or mix the lie with the truth. So you see, a person that is a known liar, a person that is a known liar, they have a long, big, straight job to do, because they have to speak for it to appear like truth. So it's as if you are sitting in the university and they are presenting to you, and over time you are there not knowing it's not true. Look at a politician. A politician is running for office, and by any means is going to try to win. And he's telling himself, win, he must win. So what do you think they do? They know what the people, because the people is squealing, we want water, we want road, we need taxes to roll back, we need housing. Okay, so they listen to the people and what they need. And so they can eventually base it with the lies and turn around and brought it out as truth. So the people is clamoring. The road need to be widened. We need more lights on the road. We have some children into some places. Some people live some places where it is beyond human. They need everything there. There is no convenience down there. There is no water, no good driving road. The houses there need to fix, and they put out everything, and they listen to the cry, and the most effective ones from the people. So when they sat down and decided to put their road speech to the massive, they uses the need of the people. They know they will and they cannot deliver all of the needs. So of course, this side is crying out the loudest. So let we go in this side. Yeah. And when I say politician, I listen to politicians, and sometimes I have to smile to myself, because they will stop at nothing to get the vote, to get to the top. They're not coming out to say to the people, "Oh, I am sorry, but as for the water, we cannot deliver right now." And they find something. No, they're not doing that. I remember in my country, the then prime minister came as they're going around from town to town, from village to village, from everywhere, roadside, everywhere to have their meetings. And people will gather because this one sounds like he will get the job done. So people do gathers. And the night I was standing a little way off because crowd don't work well with me, and I don't work well with crowd, and neither was I a supporter. And the prime minister into a community that there are things needed. The community needed to be developed. And he was in that community tonight. And he said to the people, cry, they are not getting work, things are not opening up, job, everything is down like that. And he said the night, "Hmm, when I get into the power, I am going to make money jingled in your pocket." And everybody, the clapping, the yeah, 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 and they behave. And I stood there and I am saying to myself, ah, you are going to make money jingle in the pocket of the people, which is worse than not having any. Nobody were paying attention to the wordings. No one pay attention. They heard money jingle in your pocket, and this sounds like Jehovah God is touching down now. And they shout and they shouted. While in the middle of the shout, he said, you won't have to, you won't have to, you will be able to, my son, don't wear pant, un, khaki uniform to school. He wore tweed. And the shouting went on. My son do not took public transportation to school. He is chauffeur driven to school. And the yaying and the shouting and the whoa and everything was going on. Because what? They are hearing what they want to hear. He is giving them what he thinks. This is their cry. One, most of the people who are there shouting, their children going to school, the boys, is khaki uniform they wear. Some cannot identify tweed from khaki. Tweed in those times were pricey. He told them his child don't wear khaki. He wore tweed. He said money is going to jingle in your pocket. The differentiation, they didn't stop to differentiate. What do this man means by money jingling? No. The day at the poll, he came out about 10 times champion. He won the election by a landslide because this prime minister is going to make money jingled in our pocket. I want you to get what I'm saying here. The lies that appear to be true. After the dust settled, nicely settled, and you could see the clear water, ah, the very people who shouted started to complain. The prime minister, when he was going to go into the house, he said he's going to make money jingle in our pocket. And now we not even seeing the money, never mind the jingles. The lie that appear true. And they ready to run a referendum to put him out. I remember I was in a particular place, and this man came to me, he was crying, complaining, and nothing. And the prime minister said, he made money jingle. I said, you weren't listening, my friend. He said, jingle. What do coins do in your pocket? The paper money doesn't make any noise. It's only the coins. So you hear, but you weren't not listening deep to what the person is saying. Because if he told me money is gonna jingle in my pocket, I am gone. Because me I ain't have any money. Little and nothing. I brought that out. How the lies appear to be true. And the persons who listen to it and heard it more than one time, more than two times, it come over to them as truth. Your brains process and process until it appears to be true. Deep within, it's a lie. And I use politicians because they are the ones who make so much large, gigantic promises. And at the end of the day, half of that promise is not being met. The lies mix and make it look like it's true. A person that have their case in court, they knew they'd done the crime, but they will do everything to get out of the crime. So they sit and they studied and they put and they take away. They try it out. And of course, their first statement that they gave, they try to rebut that they won't miss. I am going to go right down to like a woman. A woman decides to tell you a lie. And I use a woman because I have encountered so much, even in high places. And they are out of line with their spouse. Mhm. And when they read the scripts of lie, the man would go on the gallows because she is not telling a lie. Sometimes he never found out. Sometimes he does. But when they decided to lie and let it appear so truthful, there is no way that you saw that you should not believe. The lies that appear to be true. Now, when false information is being repeated frequently, which I say that already, it became more believable. Because the first thing you are saying, then if it's not true, you wouldn't talk it. And you notice that he said the same thing over and over. Yes, he said the same thing over and over. But there are many ways that you can know that the, the, the statement have a lot of holes in it. Some holes are round, some square, some oblong, some they are not matching. But you in yourself have to be so smart, wise, watch and listen carefully because however skillful it is, there is something that is going to be said that was said before, and it's not so. Yes. The effect of highlight how our brain successfully to this what did I write here? Oh, to the shout or the shortcoming in judging the plaintiff ability in an information which can lead to misjudgment. So the person plan to suitability of information which can lead to misjudgment. Take for a child. A lot of persons say children don't tell lies. I can tell you, I wonder if they went to learn, study, or what. But I have seen children lie through their teeth. You got to be damn smart to know it's a lie. I used to be running a basic school, one of those infant school. Of course, I was sitting in for somebody who was in the chair and the left and asked me to sit in for them. There are a brother and sister who came to the school, and every day they would brought 2 cheese sticks each in their for their break in their lunch pan. The brother of 2, the sister of 2. This other girl, other student, which was a little older than them, one day they came to me and said that by name has taken out the cheese sticks, all 2, from the other girl lunch kit, and ate it right before them. So when she came and complained to me, I called the young lady. I said to her, brought your lunch kit to me. And she get it to me. I told the other one, she brought her lunch kit. There wasn't anything in it. I said to her, you have eaten the student break, and yours or in your kit. What did you do? Give her yours because you have eaten hers. So it is all reasonable for you to give her yours. And she did it. I said, okay, everything is only that you ate 2 and you only had 1. So you still hold her 1. And everything was okay during the course of time. The following morning, when I turned up at school, there were 2 ladies waiting for me. And they said they came to see me. I said, okay, could you kindly wait? Let me get my pace set and get my morning activities up. And they waited outside of my area until I do my morning activities with my children and, you know, get the registered mark thing and finish my activities or finish from there to move on to something else. And so I called the lady and she said, my daughter, by the child's name, told me that you took away her break and gave it to another child to eat. I said, really? She said, yes. Ignorancy need no company. Because the both of them, one was mother and one was auntie. They did not only came to find out what took place, but they came to have a match. In everything you do in life, let wisdom overrule. I didn't plan anything because I didn't know what was happening. So I said to the lady, the one who spoke, I said to her, who are you? She said, oh, I am the aunt of the child. I said, okay then, who are you? I am the mother. I said, okay, auntie, could you please step aside? and let me speak with the mother. And she stepped out. I called the two children and I said to her child, her own child, that had brought the news to her wrongly. I said, please explain to your mother what took place yesterday. And she stood there, not opening her mouth to speak. And I stood, I said, of all the mornings, the only reason why I wouldn't entertain you for all the day, because the teacher, the ministry sent out people, the teacher trainers would be coming there. So I wouldn't want the teacher trainer to come and what is to be done is not done. And the young lady stood there, no answer. I said to the victim, I said, please explain what happened here yesterday. And the little girl told the story just as though she told it to me. The mother said, that was what happened. She reaches out to hit the child. I said to her, if you do, I'll call the police. She is in my care now. When she get home, it's not on my shoulder what you did to her, but in my presence, my class, you won't lay your hands on her. Because children act out what they learn. The child apparently always tell lies. And that is what I read from all of what happened. And these two people are always going to put up a fight with somebody else without finding out. So, of course, it is going to drive you to continue telling a lie. You're going to speak a lie against the truth. Do you get and understand what I said? Yes. And to be honest, was the first time I had to do with a school setting with children. I had not done it before. I only do at home with my children. But the first time going out in the field to have it done was actually get some training, yeah. And I look at it and I said, oh, yeah. A child speak what they learn. If you break the child out of it and you go and question what went wrong, that child would never coin a lie to bring to you. A pathering they with the truth. Pathering. The true sentence to lay someone on incorrect conclusion. the person will speak. You heard about half truth? Yes. People calls it half truth. Half truth deceives by presenting believable statement that relies on variable element appear as truth. So what they do, they mix the truth with the lie and then put it out there and it appears to be true. Sometimes ago, there is a program on the TV that name, it is called um, date, date line, date line. Hi, Rachel. And sometimes ago, they, the cases that are unsolved, they go around and find and do their thing. So you will listen to a murder case and they go back and do some digging and they find out how this was done. Some of it, the investigators are there investigating and they have never found out what happened. These group of persons, they are on CBS and they came on 1 o'clock every day. And they came on, I think they came on in night too. But I always, when I get that time, to listen to them. And they always brought out the truth. Let me say the truth. And so I was listening, I was watching a case, and this man, he looks so innocent. He speaks calmly. It's like if you don't notice, you will realize like he doesn't raise an eyebrow. And he coined so much things. He met this lady, she have her business going. She's a businesswoman, she have her different things going, and he came into her life, or she invited him in her life. Inviting him in her life, and things seems to be clicking good. She put his name on some of the things because it is going to be leading from common law to a real man and woman marriage. And that man decided to took the business away from the woman. And the first thing he did was against her consent, roped her up, and took what is was freely given unto him before. Now he took it by force. After he did that, she got some slapped up. She reported it. And that was the exact thing he was awaiting her to do. He went and he drafted up some papers. They staged a robbery. And he said she were the one that did the robbery. They staged a fake police officer. And he reported that she was the person. And all the things that you could think in your head and not even think, he did it. The woman was arrested. The woman spent 4 months in lockup. One of the robbery, where she said she thinks they would have even listened to her. She was all the way in Connecticut at the time of that staging. And when they brought out and she said, at this time, I was in the casino at Connecticut. And they did not believe her because they're looking on this handsome man and don't think he was lying. And it went on. She stood there when she was to get bail. They charged her $10 million in which he could not come up with. He brought out false document and said he bought the business from her for $120,000. And that could have shown to be such a lie because the nature, the type of business she had and where could not be sold for $120,000. So it better him to say he bought it for even $500,000. Would have sounded a little bit better. But anyhow, he went on and he went on until the trial came and everything was going on. And he held on to what he thought himself. Even the witness of the staging of the robbery, who he uses to do such, when things were coming, they were caught, testify it was a lie. They staged the robbery to say it is she because the man have asked them to do it. They were sent to prison and he was still there hanging on. And believe you me, you watch him on the television, you would have said, yes, this man didn't do all these things. He looks so innocent. He speaks a speech, but guess what? Along the line, where he put in blue the first time, he put green this time. So however lie he is, there is a miss all along somewhere. And it went on, and the jury have a hard time to nail him. They matched him against the woman when she was giving the statement, and you could see, how the lady, because look, you're telling a lie. No, I am not. And he got those papers signed, and the signature looks like hers. But she had not signed a paper. And she said, I couldn't sold you the place for $120,000 when you don't even have $20. And they found him guilty, and they sent him off for 30 years. Delayed versus vague. Lying. Some lying can be detected right away, while some of the lying, you have to be looking and not only the body language, as they would say, you watch the body language, they are clever enough to control the body language. A repeat liar. Uh, there's another name for them. In detail and repeat. Many of the time it seems yes, but there are always more and natural details. The lie that appears true. A lot of persons are shoved behind bars because the truth is ignored. And with the same lady, she eventually sued the government. Yeah. For false everything that was heaped on her, and they themselves helped not to find out the truth. To find out the truth, they were there trying to whatever with the man. So she sued the government. A person that is lie. This is a study that they sit and they does. It's like you're studying for your masters. You're studying for your exam because they don't just get up and do it like that because they are trying not to make any mistake, not to repeat and continuous repeating. But if you are the one that are in such caught up, you will buy the lies without examining that package. You have to examine the countermaster and the deceptive because they have a countermaster at all times. So you have to examine, you have to look deep, you have to listen to the wordings because they're not doing it into a rough way. They are doing it calm and smooth. Because what? They want to hold you in their hands and said, yes, I have done it. Lie appear as truth. Lie appear, present itself like truth. You have to be careful with people, with just about everything. Yes. If you are an honest person, because you realize honesty is as if it took a back seat. A person will be telling a lie, and the lie being accepted over the truth. You are telling the God honest truth, and you paid dearly for it. And the person that just click a lie, they believe him and they go on because guess what? These things have to be studied. One of the things when a person is telling you a lie, they will never look eyeball to eyeball with you. Your eyes and their eyes will never meet to make one. Even if they pretended that they are looking on you, their eyeball is eyeballing somewhere up. So you look at them properly and you saw the eyes not looking on you, but looking over you. they're telling a lie, and you ask them something which they are to spill the truth, and they pretended they don't hear what you say, and they're there processing it. So you repeat again, and they process it and trying to pick up the right answer to come up with, which you know is not the truth. A liar is a fidgeter. He does fidget, even if they pretended to, to be, upfront and no. So the first examination is look them straight in the eyes. And their ears lobe itches, somewhere along their face itches. Yeah. And they do some little things that you will see it as if it is normal. It's not normal. When lies appear like truth, many persons are thrown into a cell innocently, speaking the truth. The liar get away, and the one with the truth pay the consequences. This is more, but I plan to do this live for an hour. And of course, it's an hour and 12 minutes. So I will pick up where I left off and come back. But remember, you have to be knowledgeable. And as I say before, I understand the persons who went and studied to be a lawyer, to be a barrister, I understand how much. And when you look and when it is being acted out, because you have like the Law and Order, which I always watch Law and Order, and it's the same ones that are in training, they are the ones that are acting out to bring their things. But it's not an easy thing. And one of the things is when you're running a home, when you have your family in your home, I rather you tell me the truth. And if lies to be told, let me tell the lie for you. But when you have your family, especially children, and you don't have them to speak the truth, whatever comes what may, things will happen on the outside. And what they say will be looked up on as truth, because they're always saying a lie to you and you don't realize it. This 12-year-old boy is still in incarceration. 12 years old when it happened. Because his parents allowed him to be everywhere, anywhere, with who, don't know, question that. And when he committed the unthinkable, he went to his mom's house, which he lives, And that is where they found the weapon, the clothing. Mommy dearest, her father dearest, they both did not know what was happening. 12 years old. What the hell are you doing out of my house? Uncertain time. I should be able to can say he's in his room or he's somewhere in the house, but not out of the house. And you get in when you pleases to get in. And then when nothing is wrong, nothing, no, not him, not Jimmy, no, not Jimmy at all. I think you have the wrong house. I think you get the wrong name. We need to do a search. And when the search was done, in front of his parent, they walk around with them. And Jimmy, that's a fictitious name, not the right name. I wouldn't call his right name. And from 12 years old, he's still behind bars. Yes. So their children is some of the persons that I am very particular with and I am very weary. Because if you tell me that yesterday was blue, who was there with you? I am going to do my own seeking out to know if yesterday was blue. Because sometimes when the lie mix with the truth and when it stand up before you like a monument, you can't say nothing, you can't do nothing. And before I go, there was one time as well, this little young man was close to me too. Something happened and I got a call. Before I got the call, he came home. And the persons with him said, tell me a story. And from the mouth open, and the words were coming out, I am looking on it, and something deep within me said it's a lie. And I said, that was what happened? Yes. And I said, okay. It was the evening that they came. I didn't go work the following day. I went to the place that they said it happened. And I make my examination my own self. And I get back. And out of it was a court case. And I am looking and I am saying, you have done the crime. Every fiber in me is telling me you are guilty. And of course he was guilty. He was charged. And I was one of them that had paid the money. And I am keep saying, you have done the... And it went on until one day he said to me, I caught the man for truth. You did know what you were saying. I had to close my live. This seems that my charge is going out. I am so sorry, although I was going down. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much. And thank you, what's your name again? Okay, let me look over here. Leg G. Oh my God, why your name so long, man? Ledgeran Legend Terry Tucker. Something about that. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much. It is a pleasure. It's a joy to have you here and that I can see something. Thank you. I appreciate what your likes and what you have done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The charge of my phone is going out. All right. God bless each and every one of you. And think on these things. These are words to think on. Okay? Have a good night. Bye. We will meet up on another day. Thank you very much. Let me get some charge onto this phone. God bless. God bless. Just God keep. Okay? Thank you.